Capitol Hill is heavily secured this morning ahead of a joint session of Congress to certify Donald Trump's election win. I want to bring in CBS News Homeland Security and Justice reporter Nicole Sganga for more. So, Nicole, I can already see the barriers that are there. Many of those barriers were put into place 4 years ago in the wake of the insurrection. But what are you seeing today?
Good to be with you, Vlad. And we are along Pennsylvania Avenue, just down the road, the U.S. Capitol. You can see that 8-foot ring of steel behind me. There is even more fencing further down the road. I can tell you I was almost in this exact spot 4 years ago on January 6, 2021, and it is just night and day by comparison. Of course, there's the winter weather, but then there is security. Let's take the latter first. We have an unprecedented moment here in the nation's capital. Today, January 6th, the certification of the electoral count. In a couple days, former President Jimmy Carter's funeral, plus January 20th, of course, the inauguration right down the corner. Those three events all designated as what's called a National Special Security Event, or NSSE. And that is important because that is the highest federal protective status of any event. It's the same that is given to a State of the Union address or to the Super Bowl, and it unlocks federal funds and resources, everyone from the United States Secret Service, U.S. Capitol Police, to the FBI, CBP, ICE, FPS, all of those three-letter acronyms, security on the ground, thousands of officers here in place. The special agent in charge, Matt McCool, for the Secret Service's Washington field office, saying this event is going to look very different than it did 4 years ago, similar to the president's State of Union address. We also have 500 National Guard on standby here in the nation's capital. Of course, all of this not happening in a vacuum. We are just days away as the FBI continues its investigation into the events into New Orleans, and of course, that Tesla Cybertruck explosion in Las Vegas. And, federal authorities, including the FBI, put out a bulletin last Friday warning of the potential of copycat attacks. And you heard Chris mention it just there, increased security not only at the nation's airports, also at train stations, Union Station nearby, and military bases across the country. The weather, of course, impacting today's security plan a bit. The mayor declaring a winter emergency. That means these federal buildings around us are closed in addition to public schools. But all of that activity on the Hill very much a go, and emergency response teams trying to clear these streets to ensure that that activity can go smoothly today, Vlad.
All right, Nicole Sganga for us in the Capitol, the nation's capital, on a snowy day. Thank you very much, Nicole. Appreciate it.